show you how to make maple syrup. Your own maple syrup out of your own maple trees. Walk this way. See this? It's my own maple tree. Look at that. Isn't it a thing of beauty? Now here's what you need. You need a cordless drill, a 5/16 drill bit, and you just drill a little hole in the tree. You're gonna put this in. This is called a spile. See this? In the back there's a little hole where the sap will go, and then it'll come out this little spout, and then you'll hook a bucket to it. Here we go. You don't need to go in more than that. And then, oh, I forgot the hammer too. Pretend I have a hammer and I'm going bang, bang, bang. Oh, here's a rock. A prehistoric hammer. Yeah. Now, if this were February, which it's not, it's May, but if this were February, you would see goo start to come right out of there. It looks like water, but it's sap. There would also be snow on the ground, and I wouldn't have shorts on. But that's where it comes out. Here's the bucket. This is a real, actual maple syrup making bucket that came from, I don't know, Canada or something. So, you have one of two things you can do. You hang it from the hooky right here like this, see? And it just collects the sap. I am so cheap. I will not buy things. See this? Look at this. It's a milk cart. I cut a piece of rope to it. I don't even know where I got the rope. And I put it around here. Ha! Voila! A whole gallon. Sometimes it'll get a gallon in half a day when it's really flowing. What has to happen is it has to be below freezing at night and above freezing during the day. So the sap all freezes up at night, and then during the day it unfreezes, so it rises. Actually, what you're collecting here is not what's rising, but what's coming back down. Just so you know. Okay, now let's say these are full of sap now, okay? So here's my gross backyard. This is my gross and disgusting backyard. But over here, because the nice man from Lee Cycle, which is right up there, comes and plows my driveway, God bless his holy name, the guy from Lee Cycle, I mean, there's always a pile of snow right here. And I just stick these in the snow. And then they only keep for about a week. You can also put them in the fridge, but you always run out of room. Because if you're getting like a gallon a day, you're gonna add up a lot of stuff. So let's say these are sitting in let's pretend these are sitting in the snow. And now it's time to boil it down. Did I mention that maple syrup is 1/40th as strong as maple sap? In other words, for every 40 gallons of sap, you get 1 gallon of maple syrup. Now see, here's what I'm gonna cook it in. I have a bunch of these, because if you did it one at a time, you'd be here till next December. So, we're gonna take the sap, we're gonna pour it in here, but you're only gonna fill it up about halfway because it boils up. And sometimes I'll actually put this in the snow too to save it, but you don't need the lids, because the lids would just make it boil over even more. So then, and this is important, you really need one of these. This gets started, by the way, like February 15th. Not this year because it was so friggin' cold, but actually this year it went into April. I've never collected sap in April before this year. But anyway, this is full of sap. And, did you see the snake?
Oh.
Oh my God, little thing. I scared the daylights out of it. Oh, get a close-up of it. It's going with its tongue. Ooh, you don't have this in February either.
Things you find while
Yeah, no
making sap.
kidding. Ah, dude. Now go eat some bed bugs or something. Okay, so pretend we didn't see the snake, and it's February. So this is all cold. Look at what this does to you, this stuff. Okay, so here's my burn. Now I start a fire in here. I have all this extra, wood and stuff from around the property and stuff, and I start a fire, and I burn this stuff all day, and I am talking from 8 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock at night. I am talking all day. And in February, it's dark at 8 o'clock. So I boil this down until it is 1/40th of what it used to be. Actually, I boil it down until it's about 1/30th, and then I bring it inside, and I boil the rest inside. Okay, so here we are. We're inside now on this cold February day, and this is full of sap, and it's still hot. I took it off when it was still hot, but this is the most important part, the filtration part. Coffee filter. Stick it in a mason jar, or whatever. Doesn't matter what you use. Take the ladle, dip it in. This is all pretend sap now. It's still about, I mean, it's really sweet and tasty, but it's still not syrup. So you filter it. You filter it through there, and it drops through the coffee filter, and you do that until it's full, and then you take another one of these, and you take the filtered syrup, and you add this up. It takes no time at all. You know, with these huge, and I have like 5 or 6 of these huge containers, so it takes no time at all to fill this thing. And then you boil that down, and then you're ready for this. Now see, that is, you also have to filter this again. You have to let it sit for a couple of days. I actually put it in some of these, and you let it sit for a couple of days, and then you filter it again. And that's the hard part, because it takes a long time. But that's when you end up with this. Cathy D's pure, 100% organic, maple syrup organic, because I'm too cheap to put anything else in it. The end.